Hi there, hello, how are you? I hope you're having an absolutely amazing day so far. Today is an extra special day because not only is it 7/10, the day that I'm filming it, not the day that you're actually seeing it, but not only is it 7/10, our dab holiday, but it's actually my birthday. And so I figured it would be very fitting for us, very fitting for the day, if we checked out the dab pen that I've been using. Let's get to it. The device that I have for you today is called the Utillian 5. This is the version 4 though, so there are some upgrades to it. We will get into that in a little bit. If you're new here, hi, welcome. You should consider hitting subscribe before you leave. It is my birthday, and if I had any birthday wish, it would be that you stayed here for a good time and a long time. If you're not new here, hi, how are you? I hope you've been amazing. You already know how we do device reviews here. First, we're going to unbox this thing, get a good close-up look at it, sesh through all the features, which is undoubtedly the best part of the video. So if you want to sesh along, go ahead and go grab your stuff. And then we're going to clean it, and at the end of this video, you should know everything and anything you need to know about the 5 by Utillian. Let's get into unboxing. The Utillian 5 comes with everything you need, plus more, to get started. The function informed user guide, updates list from version 3, and the Utillian 5 device. Mine is gunmetal, but it also comes in black and gold. Under it, you'll find the accessories. A stubby USB to USB-C charging cable, 6 replacement O-rings, 3 replacement mouthpiece seals, and a triple helix titanium atomizer. Getting a closer look at the device from the top down, the mouthpiece pulls off to expose the built-in dab tool. Love that. You can also remove this centerpiece to get closer to the atomizer, not necessary unless you're cleaning the device. The Utillian came with 2 different atomizers, and I'll get deeper into the differences in a bit. The one that came on the device is the twisted canthal coil, and it is much thicker than the one on the right that came in the box, the triple titanium coil. Here is where you may need to eventually replace those O-rings, and this is where the mouthpiece seal is located. Just below the neck is a rotating ring. As you rotate, you'll expose up to 4 holes. Covering and opening them up will adjust the airflow. The button here on the front controls the whole device, and on one side you'll find the LED lights, and on the other side is the USB-C charging port. And there's nothing to see on the bottom. Welcome back. Now we are on to the sesh, which means we are going to sesh all the features. I'll explain how to operate the device. I'll explain everything there is to know about this thing, what it's made of, how it's durable, what the battery life is like. We're gonna get through all of that. Before we dig too far into this, let's just do a dab together real quick to celebrate the day, okay? Cheers. Happy 7/10. Happy best day of the entire year. Let's dig into this because this one is the 5 version 4, the brand new latest upgrade to it. There are a couple really key notable differences. The first one is in the mouthpiece. The mouthpiece now has a built-in dab tool, which is just the best thing ever, especially if you have a dab pen like this. You're always having to carry around another tool with you. They are sticky, they are messy, unless you happen to have a hot knife with a cap on it, but not very many people actually have that. You're just carrying around a tool. That's a pain. This for me is like the key to making a dab pen portable. This is what you need in order to make it something that you can actually take with you. And we're going to just put, I have some strawberry cough diamonds and kind of like sauciness over here. We'll give this a try. Oh man, it's gonna be a mess. I'm just gonna grab like that little diamond chunk that's down there. Oh, maybe this one over here. No, that one. That one's a good one. Okay, that one was deceptively larger than I was expecting. Let's go in for something a little smaller. You don't need to overload. I hate when people overload their dab devices because it really just burns off the material and makes a mess and makes it taste like garbage. Just do something small like that. And you don't have to put it directly on the coils. You literally just put the cap back on. That's it. Isn't it so stinking easy? So let's talk about the coils though real quick. I'm just gonna pop that off to the side. The device came with a canthal coil. You can see here, it is a thick, that was my chair hitting the table. I did not toot. The canthal coil right here, the one that came on the device, it's a much thicker gauge. It has a black ceramic center, like a rod kind of in the center that's porous. It's going to absorb the dab and it's going to create a huge amount of vapor clouds. This one here is the triple titanium atomizer. You'll notice that it's much thinner gauge wire. It also has glass rods in the center of each of those little twisty coils there, and the glass rods do not absorb any of the the material. So this is going to give you less vapor, but it's going to give you better flavor because it's not necessarily absorbing and burning it off as much as this one is. I have not even tried this one yet. I've only been using the cantho coil because this was the first dab atomizer that I've ever, a dab device that I've ever received that has the cantho coil, and I was very curious about what I would notice different from this and other devices. I will also be using this one in the video though. That way we need to get the seshes in. So let's turn it on. You hit the button 5 times. Really quick, it's going to flash lights on the side. That flashing light is telling you how much battery it has. It has a full charge. If it has 3 lights, it has like closer to a 75% charge. 2 lights, 50% charge. 1 light, 25%, potentially less. You're going to want to get it all charged up. You would double click the power button here to change the voltage settings. 1 light is 2.2 volts, 2 is 2.4 volts, 3 is 2.6 volts, and 4 is 2.8 volts. Okay, first things first. Oh no. Oh my God, I almost just swallowed glass. The bottom of my glass straw right there, do you see it? It is like chipped all the way up. I just took a drink of water and I felt something in my mouth and I just spit out that broken glass. There's probably more at the bottom of my cup. Good news, I don't think I swallowed any glass. It didn't feel like I swallowed any glass, so I guess I didn't. You have to be able to hear that. It'd be wild if it didn't pick it up in the audio. While he's putting away the lawn equipment, we'll take a quick little break here. What do I have planned on my birthday? I'm gonna have a fried chicken sandwich for dinner. I'm gonna have some pie for dessert. I'm gonna hang out with my family all day. It's a great day. Ever have a moment where like things go haywire for a second? Let's bring it back. Let's have a dab together and bring it back. We're going to do 1 hit on low, another hit on high. It has kind of like a built-in blinker. That way you don't roast out your coils, you don't burn the absolute shit out of your coils, and you don't use up all of your battery. It is an on-demand vaporizer, so it's not going through a sesh. It's not going to continue to go through for like 15 seconds, burn up all your dab, even though you're only taking 1 hit, maybe 2 hits out of it. You hold down the button, you take the hit, hence on demand whenever you want it. Even though it says that the cantho coil isn't going to produce a whole lot of flavor for you, it still tastes really good. That strawberry cough on the lowest setting still tasted absolutely phenomenal. I think it just doesn't have as much flavor as another coil could provide you, but if you're a vapor chaser, this is the one that you're going to want. Let's bump it up, double clicking it up to the 4th, the 2.8. Doesn't even seem like it's that hot, like you would be able to rip it or get very big clouds out of it. The 2.8 just seems like such a low voltage, especially for a device like this. This thing is hefty. It feels like it's capable of doing more, but you'll be absolutely shocked. Wow. Okay, remember, I didn't put it directly on the coils. I had it on the little dab tool. It obviously heated up in the device and dropped down into the chamber. There is like a little splash guard that was built in as well. That is another upgrade. You see that there's the 2 holes. So you have your air holes, but with the mouthpiece there being like so covered, you don't get any splash up in your mouth. They do also have an attachment, a bubbler attachment. I don't have it, but it looks like it's about this big and everybody raves about it. I think I'm gonna need to get that. Let's check out the dab. Like you can't see it anymore. It's fully melted and been absorbed into it. I know we got more hits out of this though. There was definitely flavor loss when we got up to a highest setting. Basically took a blinker. Oh, we did both of those and didn't even adjust the airflow. The airflow port was all the way wide open, 4 holes wide open. Imagine what that last cloud would have been like if I had it restricted. These diamonds might not have been the best idea as a dab consistency for this. Okay, that might be a little large. A little large? Feels a little large. Let's do it on low because we saw what that cloud was like. Also, I'm already getting quite toasty. Let's go back on the lowest, the 2.2 volts. Okay, you can tell that there's a difference in the airflow, right? Let's go down to 1 because I had it fully open for the first hit and we're on the lowest heat setting. We'll see what these clouds are like. Oh yeah, that makes a big difference, don't it? It tastes so good on the lowest setting. I really like this coil. Also, as far as the comfort level goes on this thing, on the lowest, you don't feel any heat transfer through the mouthpiece like at all. Maybe on back-to-back sessions, if you were to hit it like 3 or 4 times in a row, starts to get a little bit warm. It's not glass, it's that zirconia, so it dissipates heat more quickly, so it'll cool down in between those sessions more rapidly than glass would, and it doesn't transfer heat as easily as glass. It also doesn't break as easily as glass, so if you're afraid of dropping it or anything, I've knocked it over a couple times. Nothing has happened. I haven't dropped it on cement like I've done some of my other devices. I feel so bad when I do that, and then I have to do the device review and I'm like, ignore all the scratches. But it is supposed to be more resilient than glass as well. It's also made of stainless steel. Like, this thing is freaking solid. It feels hefty. It feels like a very expensive vape when it's not. It has a 1500 milliamp battery, so it does add a little bit of weight to it as well. And all like the stainless steel and stuff components, this thing feels like it could be used as a weapon. It will not fit in your girl pocket. It'll fit in your cargos. It'll fit in your fanny pack. It'll fit in your purse if you're carrying any of those, but it won't fit in like a girl pocket. It would also look very suspicious in a boy pocket. I wouldn't stick it there either. It's travel friendly in that it's all encompassing. Like, you could just bring your dab and it already has the tool, and it has a good battery and it's durable. It just wouldn't fit in your pocket very well. Let's switch over to the other atomizer though. Swapping out the atomizer, super easy. You just it has little grippy points at the top. You just unscrew it. They have the 510 cart attachment. You know, I wonder if you could use either of these in the Tronian Omegatron, that little vapor cup. Oh, that would be kind of fun. This Canthal coil would look really freaking cool in that one. All right, so let's get some more dab. Here we are, and just slide that right on. It does have auto shut off after 30 minutes, I believe. I've already done a burn off cycle on this coil. I like to do that on any new device that I get, is where you just run it at the hottest temperature for the longest period of time just to burn off any manufacturing residue. That way I'm not inhaling any oils that could possibly be in the air path of the device, and I do it with the cap off. That way the oils don't just go into the mouthpiece. And everything that you're seeing burning off, since I have not used this coil, is in fact the manufacturing oil. So you do not want to inhale that on your first hit. Always remember to do a burn off cycle. If there's anything you get from this video, it's remember to do a burn off cycle. You can even do it more than once. Let's do it again and see if anything else comes off. Nothing else came off. I just did that 10-second blinker where it automatically turned itself off and didn't have anything else, so I feel like it's pretty clean. It also smells like manufacturing oil in here now. Isn't that crazy? If you don't do that, like, imagine what you're inhaling. That's wild. So let's put the little dab in there. I'm most curious what the taste difference is going to be, because this coil is supposed to taste better than the Canthal. The taste is better. It's incrementally better though. Like, I wouldn't say there's any substantial difference in taste. That's the chair and the desk again, I swear. See? Okay, I'm just gonna try to wedge it there. Maybe I'll stop moving. All right, one more hit on the highest temp before we get to cleaning this device. And I'll restrict it down to 1. Highest temperature, most restricted airflow. This should be the most vapor that this atomizer can get out. And I've only taken the 1 hit. That was a fairly large dab. So I feel like I should still be able to get quite a bit out of what's remaining in there. Cheers, happy 710. Oh, that was a lot. 5 clicks, it'll flash the battery life. We still have a full charge, and I took like what, probably 8 or 9 blinker type hits off of it, including the burn off cycles. That's wild, right? I got 32 or 33 sessions out of it before I had to charge it last time, and it took about an hour to charge. It does have the upgraded, that's another upgrade, the USB-C, the version 3 of this pen. It is a little bit cheaper, but it's not going to include the USB-C rapid charging or the dab tool in the mouthpiece or the upgraded silicone seal. Those might be the only differences, but when you go to charge it, it'll just blink at the level that it is, and then when they're all lit up in a solid white, then it's fully charged. It takes about an hour to charge. You should definitely be doing it the very first time you get any device. You should be charging it to full before you use it for the first time. Now, let's get to cleaning this thing. Cleaning the Utillian 5 version 4 is easy peasy lemon squeezy. Start by disassembling all the pieces. Unscrew this top half from the bottom half of the battery and set the battery aside so it doesn't get wet. Pull off the mouthpiece and using an alcohol-soaked wipe or Q-tip, wipe clean the inside of the straw as well as the dab tool and splash guard. This mouthpiece seal may need to be replaced after boatloads of use, and they've included 3 replacements for you in the box. Wipe this part clean if necessary and unscrew the atomizer. This can be spot cleaned with an ISO-soaked Q-tip, but is better off being soaked for up to 20 minutes. Check out these O-rings and replace if worn and weathered after boatloads of use. And again, they've included 6 replacements for you in the box. Let all the parts dry completely, then reassemble. I like to do another burn-off cycle to further sanitize the device, but this extra step isn't necessary. Well, I guess that's it, friends. Anything and everything you needed to know about the Utillian 5 version 4. I will have all the information for this thing down below in the pinned comment. Be sure to check out down there. Happy 7/10, by the way. I hope you had an amazing day, and if not, you could just redo it today. No worries, we'll count it. Happy 7/10. Don't forget to hit subscribe before you leave, and a huge shout out to Utillian for partnering with me on today's video, to all my patrons for making videos like this possible. I love you all so damn much. I'll see you next time. Bye.